Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Michael Boy. I'm here with Read, Remember, Repeat, and we just want to let you guys know, we could be doing something selfish, things for ourselves, right? But we started a charity, and this is very unselfish on our part because what we want to do is give back to the kids, the youth, the orphanage, the homeless, the people that don't have those new ideas because they're stuck in a revolving door. So what we want you guys to do is definitely reach out to us. This is the link right here. Help us save a life. Click the link in bio. Read, remember, repeat. Hello. How's everybody doing? It is your boy, Michael Moga Boy, the host with the most. And y'all know we all like read, remember, repeat, read, remember, repeat, read, remember, repeat. And y'all know what's going on, man. This is the show where we read, you know what I mean? And hopefully you remember, because at the end of the day, the best thing to do after you remember is repeat it, man. Keep reading it. Bob Proctor once said that or this is what he said before he died, that he's been reading Think and Grow Rich from the first time he read it every single day all the way to the end. Now, the results of that is that, he thought himself rich, right? He didn't die broke, but he started off broke, right? And Bob Proctor, he's fairly one of the best mind speakers ever, you know what I mean? And that's who I looked up to. That's who changed my life, you know what I mean? Y'all know what's going on though. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, you know what I mean? This book right here is definitely a good one, man. I recommend for anybody, you know what I mean? I recommend for all my people. If it's not for you, then it's not for you, you know what I mean? But man, this is an amazing book, right? And if you tapped into the episodes, you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get right into it. Let's go, gang. Let's go. Q&A question. So I see from your admission that definiteness of purpose may be dangerous in proportion of its possibility as a power. Is that true? Yes. And what is more important, every principle of good carries with it the seed of an equivalent danger. Question. That is hard to believe. What danger, for example, can there be in the habit of love, of truth? Answer. The danger lies in the word habit. All habits save only that of the love of definiteness of purpose may lead to the habit of drifting. Love for truth, unless it assumes the proportion of definite pursuit of truth, may become similar to all good intentions. You know, of course, what I do with good intentions. Is love for one's relatives also dangerous? The love for anything or anyone, save only the love of definiteness of purpose, may become dangerous. Love is a state of mind which beclouds reason, saps willpower, and blinds one to facts and truth. Everyone who becomes self-determining and gains spiritual freedom to think his own thoughts must examine carefully every emotion that seems even remotely related to love. You may be surprised to know that love is one of the most effective baits. With it, I lead into the habit of drifting those whom I could attract with nothing else. That is why I have placed it at the head of my list of bribes. Show me what any person loves most, and I will pay my cue as to how the person can be induced to drift until I bind him with hypnotic rhythm. Love and fear combined give me the most effective weapons with which I induce people to drift. One is as helpful to me as the other. Both have the effect of causing people to neglect to develop definiteness in the use of their own minds. Give me control over a person's fears and tell me what he loves most, and you may as well mark that person down as my slave. Both love and fear are emotional forces to such stupendous potency that either may completely set aside the power of will and the power of reason. Without will and reason, there is nothing left to support definiteness of purpose. Question. But your majesty, Life would not be worth living if people never felt the emotion of love. You are right as far as your reasoning goes, but you neglected to add that love should be under one's definite control at all times. Of course, love is a desirable state of mind, but it also is a palliative which may be used to limit or destroy reason and willpower, both of which rate above love in importance to human beings who want freedom and self-determination. Question. I understand from what you say that people who gain power must harden their emotions, master fear, and subdue love. Is that correct? Answer. People who gain and maintain power must become definite in all their thoughts and all their deeds. If that is what you call hard, then they must become hard. Question. Let us look into the sources of advantages of definiteness in the everyday affairs of life. Which is more apt to succeed, a weak plan and apply with definiteness, or sound, strong plan and definitely applied? Answer. Weak plans have a way of becoming strong if definitely applied. This bug's trying to get in here. They're trying to stop us. Question. You mean that any plan definitely put into continuous action in pursuit of a definite purpose may be successful even if it is not the best plan? Answer. Yes, I mean just that. Definiteness of purpose plus definiteness of plan by which the purpose is to be achieved generally succeeds, no matter how weak the plan may be. The major difference between a sound and an unsound plan is that the sound plan, if definitely applied, may be carried out more quickly than an unsound plan. Family, we are going to be right back, and I'll see you guys right after this.
God ain't gonna give up on his purpose for you. Whatever God has for you, he gonna see to it that happens. Because whatever he has for you, no man can get in the way of that. Because whatever fate has for you, fate has for you. Whatever God got for you, no man can get in the way of. God ain't gonna give.
Boom. We are back, gang, right? And he just told you, right, in the book, that a weak plan is also as good as a strong plan, because it can become a strong plan as long as you continue with it, and it has to do with definiteness of purpose, right? We're gonna jump right into the Q&A right now, right back. I know this is what y'all here for, so let's go. In other words, if one cannot be always right, one can and should be always definite. Is that what you are trying to get across to me? Wow, that was deep. Let me read that over. In other words, if one cannot be always right, one can and should be always definite. Is that what you are trying to get across to me? That is the idea. People who are definite in both their plans and their purposes never accept temporary defeat as being more than an urge to greater effort. You can see for yourself that this sort of policy is bound to win if it is followed with definiteness. Question. Can a person who moves with definiteness of both plan and purpose be always sure of success? Answer. No. The best plans sometimes misfire, but the person who moves with definiteness recognizes the difference between temporary defeat and failure. When plans fail, he substitutes others, but he does not change his purpose. He perseveres. Eventually, he finds a plan that succeeds. We're going to step away from the Q&A, right? It says, the person who moves with definiteness recognizes the difference between temporary defeat and failure. When plans fail, he substitutes others, but he does not change his purpose. He perseveres. So I'm going to see what I take from this, right? I rap, right? If anybody doesn't know, I rap, I make music, right? But I stepped back from it for a long time. So I'm guessing, right? Me trying to teach the masses, I'm still trying to teach the masses, right? That's still part of my purpose, right? That becomes part of my purpose. I just figured out that's dope, that's a part of my purpose, right? So cool. So you still do it, but in a way that you realize the failure. So I may have realized, and this is what I personally realized. Now we going deep, right? Because I realized that talking, the negative talk or rapping about negative stuff, that's where I failed at, because that wasn't me. That wasn't the person that I was. That wasn't the person that I was trying to represent. That's not the person that's a part of my purpose. So a part of my purpose is educating people, helping them, just all around positive. You know what I mean? Maybe I was built to be something different, right? And I'll take that, right? I'll take anything that was given to me as far as my purpose. But I understand now that this right here, read, remember, repeat, and everything that we've been doing is succeeding better because it's a progressive realization of a worthy idea. So I have been progressing with this more than I was with the music because of certain situations, right? But I definitely don't rap the same anymore. I don't want to talk y'all off too much. Let's go. Question: will a plan based upon immoral or unjust ends succeed as quickly as one motivated by a keen sense of justice and morality? Answer: through the operation of the law of compensation, everyone reaps that which he sows. Plans based on unjust or immoral motives may bring temporary success, but enduring success must take into consideration the fourth dimension, time. The fourth dimension, time. Time is the enemy of immorality and injustice. It is the friend of justice and morality. Failure to recognize this fact has been responsible for the crime wave among the youth of the world. The youthful, inexperienced mind is apt to mistake temporary success for permanency. The youth often makes this mistake of coveting the temporary gains or of immoral, unjust plans, but neglects to look ahead and observe the penalties which follow as definitely as night follows day. I just described that. You know what I mean? The consequences of certain things you will not want, because it will follow like night follows day, right? We made it to chapter 9, guys. Education and religion. So I just want to leave y'all there, right? Because I want the show to keep going, man. I want y'all to tap in. We gonna read, we're gonna start doing some more things, man. I want y'all to stay tuned, man. Read, remember, repeat. This is getting dope. And it's crazy how you see the book can give you those ideas to reveal who you are and what type of person you are, you know what I mean? That's things that you need to write down, you know what I mean? Just so you know, you know what I mean? A lot of us are stuck because we trying to do things that's not a part of our agenda. We're trying to be people who we are not, right? But find yourself, love yourself, and always, family, I'm telling you, read, remember, repeat, read, remember, repeat, read, remember, repeat. Let's go.